So, Wladimir Klitschko versus Tony Thompson post-fight. What happened? First round, they both come out. Thompson is his usual big, slow, clumsy, awkward self. Nothing much happens in the first round. Second round, Klitschko starts to land some punches. All of Tony Thompson's confidence evaporates, and skip to the sixth round. Thompson gets knocked out. Quits basically, because the punches didn't really land clean. He just didn't want to go through the same traumatic experience of being knocked out cold that he experienced in the first fight. So, he decided to go down from some punches that didn't really land clean and stay there. You can't blame him too much. I mean, none of us was in his position, you get me? Being in there with a guy who knocked you out cold the first time around. He didn't want the same treatment again, so he decided to stay down for the full count. It is what it is. I don't know why anyone would have expected anything else in this fight other than a one-sided victory. I didn't know whether Klitschko would knock him out. I thought maybe Thompson would be on the defensive from the very beginning. But Klitschko forced the issue. He was a more aggressive Wladimir Klitschko than we're used to seeing, and he got the stoppage against a scared opponent who was very slow, no power, 40 years old, clumsy, telegraph all his punches. I mean, this was a terrible fight, man. It's a terrible fight in a terrible era for heavyweight boxing. Terrible era. The level of competition for the Klitschkos is like, it's a joke. I mean, a guy like Tony Thompson, if he was around in the Lewis, Holyfield, Tyson, Riddick Bowe, Ray Mercer, Tommy Morrison, Prime Shannon Briggs, David Tua, Ikebe Ibuchi, if he was around in that era, no one would have ever heard of Tony Thompson, and he sure as hell would have never got a title shot in a million years. And definitely not 2 title shots. Hell no. But we're in such a weak era that, we got guys like Tony Thompson getting title shots, It's not the Klitschko's fault, they're just fighting whoever's there, whoever's put in front of them. But Tony Thompson, man, terrible, terrible fight. Terrible fight, man. Where did the Klitschkos go from here? Where does Wladimir go from here? Well, the only person he can fight at the moment, at least in the next, 12 months, the only person he can fight with any type of credibility at all is the winner of Hey Chisora. That's it. That's the only fight there. Even his own trainer, Manny Stewart, has said the same. That's the only fight that he personally, as a boxing fan, would want to see, is the winner of Klitschko Chisora fighting Wladimir. That's it. So, get that fight made, man. I know Vladimir's been getting on his high horse and saying that, it's disgusting what he and Chisora have done and this is a freak show, blah, blah, blah. All this rubbish. Whatever, Wladimir. Just get in there and fight them. They should have been softened up enough now for you. Yeah. If Chisora wins, I mean, he should have been softened up enough now. He had to take a lot of punches from your brother. And he probably take a lot of punches from David Haye, so he should be soft enough now for you to fight him. Yeah, so, hopefully Wladimir will face Chisora. I mean, if Chisora looks devastating against David Haye, then Wladimir probably won't fight him and probably let his big brother fight him again. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you lot think about this fight. I thought it was... sad fight, man. Sad fight. We need some real competition, and like I've been saying, man, I just hope that David Price and all these young guys coming up hurry up and get into the the world scene, because we need some real challenges for the Klitschkos, man, because this is just ridiculous now. Yeah, I mean, the sad thing is, where was David Price and Tyson Fury, Robert Helenius, Deontay Wilder? Where was all these big guys 10 years ago? You get what I'm saying? Where were all these guys 10 years ago, man? Obviously there was amateurs or whatever, but I'm talking from the standpoint of where was the competition for the Klitschkos? Why is it now that we're coming to the end of the Klitschko era and it's only now that we get a crop of young guys who are big enough to compete with the Klitschkos? You know what I mean? They're not little fat midgets like most of the Klitschko opponents or cruiserweights. Nah, there's a crop of young guys like David Price, etc., that have the potential to actually compete with the Klitschko on a level playing field. They're just as big or bigger. You know what I mean? They're just as athletic. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a shame. But anyway, I'm covering old ground, man. So let me know what you lot thought about this fight. If Klitschko don't fight the winner of Chisora, who should he fight then? Literally, who should he fight? So let me know.